top 20 most overpowered attacks in anime. Listen, I got $20 right now for anybody who could show me somebody stronger than Superman. $20, matter of fact, $100 right now.
With a vast number of anime around, there's no shortage of strong characters. And obviously, strong characters come with the strongest abilities and attacks. From magical fireballs that can melt stone to punches that can shatter islands, we've compiled a list of some of the most overpowered attacks in anime. So let's not keep you waiting and dive headfirst into the video.
I'm too hyped.
Starting the list, we have Isaac Netero's 100 type Guanyin Bodhisattva, which used against the strongest villain in the series to date. Netero himself is one of those old dudes who you see in anime that are exceptionally overpowered, a bit like Yamamoto from Bleach, and as such, you expect them to have some overpowered cards in their arsenal. Netero's most dangerous attack by far though is still this one. This manipulation of Nen technique allows him to create a large Buddha statue with many hands that looks extremely intimidating. Netero can use the Buddha as a medium for performing some exceptionally devastating attacks that would certainly kill most of the hunters in the series, considering how powerful each attack is. Even the King of Ants wasn't left unscathed by these moves, and he'd succumb to them if he wasn't the strongest creature around at the time. The most powerful ability amongst his different hand moves was the Zero Hand, which came in the form of an awesome beam attack. The attack looked awesome, and coupled with the destructive power, it was definitely one of the coolest moves we saw.
Oh my god, oh that's crazy. Hey, this is fucking sick. Yo, hey, what's my favorite aspect of this dude, bro, is the fact that he just standing there. Like, he ain't even moving. He just, he little shoulder, little hand movement, and it's over for you.
With perhaps one of the most epic comebacks when it comes to duels, we have Berkoli's Time Slash from Sword Art Online.
Where's his other arm at?
Now, you already know that an ability or attack is overpowered when the word time is involved with it, one way or another, and this slash is no exception. During this time, Berkoli was on his last legs, and it seemed like he was going to lose against Vector, but he did the unthinkable. With a time-splitting sword in just one arm, he turned everything around. The animation, soundtrack, and the intensity of the moment made this attack have even more of an impact. Vector instantly became non-existent, and Berkoli making that pose was just so badass.
He raced him.
Your opponent in the present, but it's something completely different when you cut time itself and destroy their past self. You can't even dodge it. Shifting our focus onto the next
hey, I would say my favorite part of that one though was the sound though. The like, I don't know, I don't even want to try and mimic it, but that shit was cool. The little sounds was nice, bro.
Their past self, you can't even dodge it. Shifting our focus onto the next villain, Zargred's Vacuum Wall. Zargred is an upper-class devil known as the Word Soul Devil. He has the mind-boggling ability to create different magic attributes by talking about them. It's something like that thing Inumaki does in Jujutsu Kaisen. Imagine telling something to disappear and it just vanishes off the face of the earth. That's how strong Zargred's ability is. The technique can't be overlooked, but the most powerful attack Zargred pulled off with this ability was the Vacuum Wall, capable of pinning down some of the strongest guys around. The ability itself was incredibly overpowered, but perhaps Zargred didn't make the best use of it. Even though you can't directly kill someone off, you could still create attacks that would only be bound by imagination.
Wow. I know a few vacuums though. I know a few vacuums.
Moving on, we have Gilgamesh's Enuma Elish from Fate Grand Order. Enuma Elish!
Damn. Bro, the freaking sounds in this shit is crazy.
Every Fate series that has come out from its really confusing timeline, Gilgamesh is one of, if not the most overpowered character ever. And what does an OP character have? An insanely even more overpowered attack that can wipe anything off the face of the earth.
Hold on, bro. Yo. Come on, bro. I done seen some OP characters. That's a crazy statement. Y'all, I need to hear if that's really true. Y'all gotta speak to the validity of that statement. That's crazy.
He used this when he faced Tiamat, and you already know that something serious is coming when he touches one of his weapons. The sound effect was ear-deafening and beautiful at the same time, perfectly capturing the intensity and power of the attack. You rarely get to see this in anime, but when it does happen, it's just golden. You could even compare it to a nuclear explosion, and Tiamat could do nothing but just disintegrate into dust and bone. He truly deserves his title as King of the Heroes.
Servant Archer, 英雄王ギルガメッシュ。やかましいので来てやったわ。
The next attack to make it on this list is the one performed by Makima from Chainsaw Man.
I heard this show is amazing. Damn!
Now this attack doesn't have any name in particular, but it doesn't take away from the fact that it is by far one of the most overpowered techniques shown in the series. The technique allows Makima to crush any target she wills over long distances using an invisible force. It's an insta-kill attack she shows off while dealing with Sawatari's gang. The requirements for the attack are she requires a higher place such as a shrine, as well as a bunch of human sacrifices who are then told to utter the target's name. The sacrifice as well as the target are taken out instantly in one of the most brutal attacks put on display in the already very gory anime. The sheer fact that it kills off characters from exceptionally far locations makes it similar to the death note like Yagami uses. No villain is truly safe with this attack in play, making it one of the most overpowered in the entire series.
I mean, what do you do? You're at her mercy. Look.
And you thought Gold Experience was strong. Well, say hello to Gold Experience Requiem.
Oh, that's hard.
The name itself shows how cool this stand is, but its backstory is even cooler. Created after the stand arrow pierced Gold Experience, the Requiem version has some insanely overpowered abilities that can't even be compared to the normal version. The attack in question though is Return to Zero, which is arguably the stand's most powerful ability. This ultimately allows all actions and willpower to revert to the state of zero, effectively nullifying them and causing them to cease to exist. This somehow translates to having the opponent experience death constantly if the opponent is killed off. We got to see this in action firsthand when Gold Experience Requiem was up against Diavolo, the primary antagonist of Golden Wind. Imagine having the ability to, first of all, kill off the strongest baddie in the series, and then make the baddie experience infinite death loops. If we're talking about overpowered abilities, then this one is most certainly broken in every way, even more so than the life creation ability Gold Experience could already use. Up next, we have an attack used by our friendly neighborhood mage, Frieren. Frieren as a mage has vast amounts of experience, and considering the time she spent living, she has an entire arsenal full of extremely powerful spells. Her mana output speak for itself, considering her mana exceeds even that of a 500-year-old demon, and by a wide margin too. The offensive magic she uses is in a league of its own, with spells like Judrajim, a destructive lightning spell that causes massive damage to the target. But out of all of those spells, the most overpowered one in our opinion is her Hellfire summoning, Volzenbell. Frieren effectively creates a massive blast of fire in front of her that has a wide area of effect. The attack can melt more or less anything, considering that it's incinerated a large column made entirely of stone. This would mean that the temperature itself is upwards of 1500 degrees Celsius. Now, normal humans would literally vaporize at that point. She doesn't have a bunch of other spells that may be stronger conditionally, but
goodness gracious.
Currently, this spell seems to be the most overpowered offensively overall. Switching over from elemental attacks, we have Gojo's Hollow Purple.
I mean, this definitely look beautiful. I mean, yo, look at the vibrant colors of this
Gojo
shit.
is regarded as the strongest Jujutsu sorcerer in Jujutsu Kaisen, so it's no wonder that he'd have some of the most broken abilities in the series. His base power is in a league of its own, considering that he's seen as a literal Deus Ex Machina that can deal with pretty much any adversaries in a heartbeat. His most powerful attack by far, though, is the Hollow Purple technique. By merging his blue and red infinities, Gojo can produce an imaginary mass that can move across large distances, leaving pure destruction in its wake. He used this on two separate occasions. Once he used it against Doji Fushiguro, a dude who was exceptionally strong in his own right. The outcome? Doji with a large chunk of his left side missing. The other time was against Hanami, a special grade curse spirit, and that too from quite a distance away. While traveling to Hanami, the attack destroys the forest in its path, and Gojo uses this attack pretty casually. The sheer destructive potential makes this one of the most overpowered attacks we've seen yet.
Yeah, that's tough. I like the fact that they playing with the colors, bro. That is really cool.
Speaking of the most powerful attacks held by the most powerful individuals, the next entry we have is All Might's United States of Smash.
What kind of name is this? United States of Smash? Damn!
All Might is the #1 hero, or should I say was, and for good reason. He could single-handedly take on the strongest villains around and was the only one who could fight toe-to-toe with All for One, the primary antagonist of the series. All Might doesn't go for the fancy stuff like having magic attacks or launching large orbs of power. Instead, he goes for good old smashing stuff, and the strongest attack in his arsenal is the United States of Smash. The sheer destructive power of the attack can be considered at least sector-busting levels, as All Might concentrates all of his power into a single punch. The impact is strong enough to create a massive crater and a twister that can carry.
I mean, that's a tornado, bro. He created a tornado
to create a natural disaster. Hey, too bad we got to see this attack only when All Might was on his last leg, since who knows how powerful it would have been when he was at 100%. Either way, the attack was powerful enough to take out All for One, which is a testament to the attack's strength.
That's fire. That's tough. Yo, his forearm bigger than me.
Before we reveal the top 10 of this list, we have Rimuru's Megiddo.
Okay, this 11, I think. What is it? Yo, they about to beat me in a song? Like,
it's not
what?
easy getting 10,000 souls for a power-up, since it means taking out 10,000 opponents. Well, it seems like a difficult feat, but not when you have an overpowered attack like Megiddo in the cards. The spell harnesses spirit magic to form tiny water droplets manipulated by water elementals. These droplets act as lenses,
You know, bro, I'm realizing when I watch Marvel and all this super speed, super strength, bro, they get so damn creative with these anime shits, bro. Like, I'm becoming a fan more and more every day, just off this channel. Because, bro, this is insanity to me. Like, who thinks of this shit, bro? Look at this.
Water droplets manipulated by water elementals.
This is
These
so
droplets
fire.
act as lenses, concentrating light into lethal laser beams. We got to see this overpowered spell when Rimuru used it against the entire army of the Kingdom of Falmouth, absolutely decimating it in a matter of seconds. The attack even ignores magical resistance, making it a surefire method of disposing of large numbers of enemies. Death and destruction were everywhere, and there was no one who could oppose the magic. The attack was so overpowered that we literally felt sorry for the soldiers who had to face Rimuru's wrath.
That's crazy, man. Hey, that is so creative, bro. I love it.
If you're enjoying this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Let's get back to the video.
Hey, show him some love, man. It's been fire.
10, we have Benimaru's
sick.
Crimson Moon. Now, you must already have got the idea that overpowered characters tend to have equally overpowered attacks, since that's the set dynamic. Just like the rest, this attack deserves some super hype considering the power backing it. While fighting the demon Infernal, Benimaru hoisted it far into the sky above Asakusa to make sure that the area didn't suffer the after effects. He then proceeded to instantly use Crimson Moon, which resulted in a massive explosion that was dyed crimson. Its namesake is very accurately given, since it quite literally resembles a crimson moon. The attack was so strong that it instantly vaporized the demon Infernal, easily putting it in multiple sectors of busting territory. And boy, watching it play out on a screen was a treat in itself, since it had the best sound effects ever. It just hits your brain in the right places.
Oh my. Yo, that shit is hard. Damn. Hey, now, okay. Now, I'm thinking right now. Hold on, bro. I'm thinking right now. How do you make a show when you got a character that's that damn strong? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you gauge that? Because it's like, if he capable of doing this, how do you give him enemies to balance this show out? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how do you make the rest of the show entertaining?
Flaming overpowered attacks. We can't help but mention the next entry on the list, which is Escanor's Pride.
I heard this show is good too. 7 Deadly Sins.
Just like Benimaru, Escanor is considered to be one of the strongest dudes in the world of 7 deadly sins. The lion sin of pride has the grace Sunshine. His power is weakest at midnight but begins to increase from sunrise, reaching its peak at noon. Now at that time, Escanor can be considered nigh invincible, but even before that, he's still a force to be reckoned with. One of Escanor's craziest attacks is Cruel Sun, whereby he literally creates a miniature sun. It gives off so much heat that it's able to melt armor from a distance. Now, that seems like an overpowered attack in itself, but the real real city-busting move is his Pride Flare. Escanor causes the sun he created to flare with such intensity that he causes a lake to instantly vaporize. The fact that he was this strong when there was still some time to noon, the time he's at the peak of his power, shows just how absolutely devastating the attack would be if Escanor chose to use it at full power. Even with all of that power, the attack still is as powerful as a nuclear bomb. Speaking of which, the next attack on this list is Shadow.
I hate that
Shadow?
I can't keep...
I am Atomic. Considering Sid's strongest technique, I Am Atomic is the result of his magical research and training. The principle involves accumulating and compressing magic into a single point before releasing it. The energy unleashed resembles the chain reactions observed in fission or fusion processes, resulting in a nuclear explosion. Sid uses this technique to decimate several miles, with the power enough to create a massive crater and distort the space around him. And this overpowered blast is just a base version, which shows that the attack has even more potential. Just by being on the level of an atomic bomb makes this attack powerful enough to destroy cities, proving just how overpowered it truly is.
Damn, bro. Yeah. Hey, I can't wait to see number 1, bro. I can only imagine. Hey, look at this.
Next,
that city is gone.
Naruto's 6-path Ultra Big Ball Rasen Shuriken.
What's this? Yo, this don't look like Naruto, bro. What is this? I ain't never seen this. What happened to the dudes with the headbands?
Mouthful, so let's just call it the OP Rasen Shuriken moving forward, okay? Crafted by Naruto himself through the immense power given to him by the Sage of Six Paths, this is an unparalleled ultimate technique. This is the strongest jutsu in Naruto's arsenal, and for good reason. While in 6-path Sage mode and fully transformed into Kurama, Naruto creates 2 shadow clones, merges them, and creates a massive Kurama with 6 arms and 3 faces. He then creates a tailed Beast Ball Rasen Shuriken and a 6-path Big Ball Rasen Shuriken. The destructive power of this combination was enough to overpower Sasuke's Indra's arrow and can destroy entire cities with ease. The size is absolutely massive to the point that anyone smart enough would run as soon as they saw it coming, but it would probably still be too late by then. This attack is a spectacle of raw power and precision, capable of overwhelming even the most formidable adversaries, standing as a testament to
this is crazy.
Naruto's growth.
Hey, them colors, that looks beautiful. Like, bro, the visuals, man.
So we just have to mention another attack from one of the big 3 of shonen anime, in particular, Mugetsu.
Shonen, what does that mean?
Mugetsu.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Prior to using this attack, Ichigo goes into the final Getsuga Tensho form. Getsuga Tensho has always been Ichigo's go-to attack, but this is when he literally becomes Getsuga itself. His entire image changes and stands as, by far, one of Ichigo's coolest forms. His body even emits black Reiatsu, which
why does
looks
his body
super
look like
intimidating.
that?
So of course, for such a powerful form, you'd need to give it an even more powerful attack, and that's what Mugetsu is. Ichigo slashes towards his intended target. This action unleashes a towering surge of dark Reiatsu that rises menacingly, enveloping the surroundings and casting a shadow over the sky. Anything caught in this powerful blast faces significant damage, highlighting the devastating force of the attack. Too bad for Aizen though, since this poor villain had the bad luck of being the target of this attack. The fact that Ichigo loses all of his Shinigami powers shows that this attack is nothing to scoff at, and the power comes with exceptional consequences.
Damn. Hey, him just standing there looks crazy.
The next one we have is the Bajrangan Gun by Luffy.
Yes. He like Mr. Fantastics times 10. What is...
To put into terms the sheer power of this attack, we'll first talk a bit about the guy who took it head on, Kaido. Kaido is the Emperor of the Sea and is also known as the strongest creature in the world. This massive behemoth is amongst the strongest of pirates, and he proved that during the Wano arc, proving to be an almost insurmountable mountain that our heroes had to face. Now, did I mention how his devil fruit allowed him to turn into a fire-breathing dragon? I mean, how impressive is that? To take out such a threat, you'd need a truly overpowered attack, and we got to see this in the form of the Bajrangan. Having unlocked the power of the sun god Nika, Luffy reached a completely different level of power, and the Bajrang gun proved to be his strongest attack. There's nothing too complicated about the attack either. It's just Luffy making his fist into the size of an island. It was literally as big as Onigashima, dwarfing even the massive dragon form of Kaido. He then imbued the fist with Conqueror's and armament haki before punching Kaido into oblivion. How do you even evade an island-sized fist?
You don't! You don't! Yeah, that's nutty. Hey, I'm surprised One Piece even looked like that.
Three, we have
top three? We getting close though.
Dragon's power.
What's that? Oh, the colorful shits again, bro. Look. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, come on, bro. Visuals like this, you just can't beat it, bro. Like, this shit look like... Only thing I've seen that look beautiful like this that I can think of is the Avatar with the dragons, and they had them. Now, if you know, you know. Shout out to all the Avatar fans out there. With the dragon warriors or whatever they were, and they were spinning around the tornado. It kind of reminded me of this. But this is nutty.
Being one of the strongest wizards in the series, as well as being the protagonist, already gives you massive potential, and there's no better way to show off that potential than with a massively overpowered attack, especially when you're up against the main villain of the series. During the final fight with Acnologia, the Dragon King, Natsu brought out all the big guns. Having been enchanted by Wendy with the power of 6 Dragon Slayers, Natsu proceeded to use that power to increase the power of his Fire Dragon's Iron Fist, which became surrounded by rainbow-colored energy. This resulted in a super cool-looking fist that held all of that power, and it was strong enough to knock out the strongest villain in the series.
Vaporized him, bro. Look at that shit.
But that punch still doesn't compare to the next entry, which reaches planetary levels of destruction. The punch we're talking about is Saitama's
One Punch Man. I mean, he gotta have a crazy punch. Look at his name, bruh. Like, come on. This is to be expected. I'm hyped for this one. Oh my. He about to fly into my window right now. I think I see him. Oh, shit!
Saitama is definitely amongst the most powerful characters around, and not just in his own series, but rather amongst most anime. He's so strong that we haven't ever seen him throw anything more than a casual punch, until we got to see this beauty, that is. Saitama's serious punch is just that. Him punching a bit seriously. No special powers imbued into the punch, no magic, just a good old punch. The serious punch was so powerful that it completely wiped out Boros's planet-wiping beam and served as the fatal blow to the overpowered alien. Not only that, the punch was so overpowered that the shockwave resulting from it parted the clouds way across the earth. Other than that, the serious punch was also powerful enough to completely disintegrate the Elder Centipede, making it look like a simple bug. The serious punch is definitely one of the most overpowered attacks we've seen, and considering Saitama's seemingly limitless potential, it may even be stronger than the destructive power we've seen up until now, making it a planet-busting move.
Damn. Hey, watching them split the freaking clouds is crazy.
Speaking of planet-busting moves,
the next
entry we have is Goku's Supreme
Goku
Kamehameha.
Yeah, he a beast. You can hear like a roar in the background, bro. That is crazy.
Everyone who watches anime knows about this move, and we aren't embarrassed to admit that we may have tried performing it in our childhood, right? The normal Kamehameha is just that iconic. This energy attack is Goku's signature move and has been used as a finishing attack against a large number of enemies. Over time, Goku has developed different variations of the attack, and it's increased in power and destructive capabilities, along with Goku's own raw power. After gaining perfected Ultra Instinct, Goku also further amplifies his Kamehameha to the Supreme Kamehameha. He used it against Jiren, and the force was enough to severely injure the overpowered opponent.
Hey, I want to know, does Kamehameha actually mean something? Somebody tell me out there, bro, please. Because I never knew even how to say it, bro. I might not even be saying it right. Kamehameha.
This was enough to severely injure the overpowered opponent. We already know that Goku's Kamehameha could easily bust planets during even the Frieza saga, but considering his current level of power, it's not a long shot to say that the Supreme Kamehameha should be able to punch a hole through the universe. If that's not overpowered, then we don't know what is. But even that move doesn't compare to the power shown by the last entry on this list. Prepare to have your mind blown.
What could possibly be stronger than that?
Attack amongst all is Simon's Giga Drill Break from Gurren Lagann.
Huh? A drill? No way.
The power is so immense, it defies all comprehension. Gurren Lagann isn't just any anime, it's a realm where the scales of size reach mind-boggling proportions unlike anything seen before. At the pinnacle of this stands the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, a mech so colossal it dwarfs the entire universe
looks
itself.
sick,
but
though.
hold on to your seats, because the sheer magnitude of this mech's power doesn't stop there. When it comes to its signature move, the Giga Drill Break, we're talking about an attack that expands to a staggering 20 times the size of its already incomprehensible original form. That's right, 20 times larger than a being that's bigger than the observable universe. Imagine an attack that spans billions upon billions of light years. Its power is nothing short of unfathomable.
Okay, bro, I owe everybody $20, bro. I said name me somebody stronger than Superman. If this ain't stronger than Superman, I don't know what is. This Superman could not do this. Not even in a billion years. This is unfathomable.
With numbers such as these, we didn't have to think much before placing this attack at the top of our list.
What the? My drill is the drill that creates the heavens. You got it. You win, bro. You got it, bro.
And with that, we're wrapping up this list of the 20 most overpowered attacks in anime. As always though, do let us know any attacks you believe should have been on this list. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your friends. See you next.
Wow. Yeah, that was nutty. That was freaking nutty. I'm telling you, bro, when he busted out that drill, I was about ready to turn the video off. I was like, all right, bro, you bugging. Like, come on, bro, a drill can't be that crazy. Then he said 20 times stronger or larger than the observable universe. Come on, bro. Come on. And the universe expanding as we speak. Come on, bro. You got it, bro. That's crazy. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. As always, I love y'all, man. More on the way. Peace.